Fort Myers, Florida. President of Baseball Operations Dave Dombrowski continues to make it clear he won't re-sign closer Craig Kimbrel. "As far as signings are concerned, I would say we're through at this point," Dombrowski said Monday. The Red Sox will enter 2019 without an established closer. Barnes and Ryan Brasier are the two leading candidates to win the job. Manager Alex Cora doesn't plan to name a closer until late in spring training. Thornburg, who recorded 13 saves for the Brewers in 2016, has an outside chance to win the job. Andrew Benintendi ranks postseason catches best parade sign, talks about showing emotion should Dombrowski and the Red Sox receive criticism if they don't re-sign Kimbrel and then still end up exceeding the $246 million third threshold anyway. The Red Sox entered last season wanting to remain under the third competitive balance tax threshold, which then was set at $237 million. But they exceeded, after spending $4.0537 million in in-season transactions between Steve Pearce, Nathan Eovaldi and Ian Kinsler. Boston's early 2019 payroll projection is at $238.8625 million. The Red Sox plan to trade one of their catchers, so that figure should drop. But Boston also arguably has more holes to fill with regular season transactions than it did last year. And so it would not be shocking if the Red Sox exceeded the third threshold again, costing them the highest tax penalty and their top 2020 draft pick to be moved back 10 slots. Dombrowski shouldn't receive criticized for not re-signing Kimbrel, even if the payroll exceeds $246 million. It's not just about 2019. It's about the long term. Xander Bogaerts, Chris Sale and Rick Porcello are eligible for free agency after 2019. J.D. Martinez also has an opt-out clause after this season. Mookie Betts and Jackie Bradley Jr. are eligible for free agency after 2020. Dombrowski has said the Red Sox don't have the ability to re-sign everybody. He must decide who is most important. Kimbrel seemed low on the priority list last season, but he seems more important now that Dombrowski failed to replace him this offseason. Re-signing Kimbrel would help the 2019 Red Sox, but it also might prevent Dombrowski from re-signing a more important player the next 2 years. The Red Sox can't keep exceeding the third threshold every season. The draft pick penalty is significant, especially for an organization trying to rebuild its farm system. Re-signing Kimbrel long-term also doesn't make sense based on the way bullpen usage is trending. Teams want closers able and willing to do more than just record the game's final 3 outs. A closer should pitch the 8th inning if that's the high-leverage inning against the middle of the order. The setup man then would pitch the lower-leverage 9th inning against the bottom half of the order. Kimbrel is the traditional closer who more often than not only records the final 3 outs. Dombrowski and the Red Sox, however, shouldn't totally escape criticism if the payroll ends up exceeding $246 million. Boston could have inked a reliable reliever to a reasonable deal, someone who doesn't interfere with more important internal signings the next 2 years. Adam Ottavino signed with the Yankees for 3 years, $27 million. His $9 million average annual isn't near the $16 minus $18 million average value Kimbrel likely is pursuing over the next 4 to 6 years. David Robertson agreed to a 2-year, $23 million contract, $11.5 million AAV, with an option and buyout for a third season. The Red Sox boast some young arms in the farm system that might surprise some people in 2019. Travis Lakins, Darwin Zone Hernandez, Mike Shawaryn and Durbin Feltman all could help out this year's bullpen. Long-term, these pitchers could make the bullpen Boston's strength. Hernandez and Shawaryn still are considered starters, but Dombrowski and Cora could transition them to relievers in 2019 if needed. The talent at the higher levels of the farm system, combined with payroll, might be why the Red Sox avoided any multi-year deals with relievers this offseason. But it seems almost inevitable the Red Sox will need to pursue relief help before the 2019 trade deadline, potentially resulting in the payroll exceeding the third threshold again.